Who's this, Taylor?
This is Houston.
Houston.
Houston. He is my sister and my stud.
Wow. How old is he?
He's 4. He actually came from Oklahoma, the University
No
of Oklahoma.
way. Wow.
Bred his mom.
Uh-huh.
He's a Mary for Corona.
A what?
Mary for Corona is the stallion.
Okay.
Out of a Hollywood Dunnet mare. He's eligible for the Riata Buckle, which is a team rope in futurity. He'll be eligible next year, and a few other futurities.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Where are we right now, Taylor?
We're at Beaver Creek Ranch in Lumsden, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Which ranch?
Beaver Creek Ranch.
Beaver Creek Ranch. In where?
Saskatchewan, Canada.
I'll say that now that the creaky gate is done. Lumsden, Saskatchewan.
Lumsden, Saskatchewan.
In Canada.
In Canada. Yeah, Houston. I started Houston last winter.
What do you mean started?
Like trained him to ride, just lightly though.
Yeah.
I didn't do a whole lot of work on him. He was a little bit nervous, so he got left and bred some mares this summer, and then this is his first time back, so we're gonna take our time.
Bred some mares, so he's got some kids?
Yeah, he'll have some. Actually, he had his first foal was this year.
Oh, lovely. And where does that foal go? Where is that?
That's at my farm.
Oh, nice. And so what are we doing now with him?
I'm getting him ready to saddle because he hasn't been saddled for a year.
Okay.
I'm just going to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of getting him settled, feeling things all over his body again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get him to, rather than panic, I'd like him to just kind of relax here when I lay this rope over his sides and his back. I don't want him to be scared. I want him to accept it.
So that when you saddle him, he'll be comfortable?
Yeah, when I saddle him and actually when I end up riding him too.
Right. He looks like he's settling down now.
Yeah, he's coming down a little bit. It's been a while, so might take a little bit to get him settled, but we'll take our time. Alright, he's starting to lick his lips a little bit. That's a sign that he's settling in for me. You took a big exhale, then you relax for me. There we go.
And what's this, Taylor?
This is kind of doing the same thing, but with a different tool. Just getting them settled to the bag. He's not quite so scared of it.
So it's just getting used to like foreign objects.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like building trust with you?
That's exactly. Stay pawed at it. This wasn't very good.
What?
He pawed at the bag there, so he went to strike at it.
You went to strike the bag?
I'd rather it was the bag than me.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I touch them all over. Make sure there's no ticklish spots that I missed. I want to make sure he's focused on me too.
How do you get him to focus on you?
Just bringing his attention back to me when he looks off. Because I don't want him looking off and then he forget I'm there. You always want him focused on what you're asking him or what you're doing with him. You don't want him thinking of everything else.
So why do you have to do this whole routine with him? When we were saddling the horses the other day, you didn't have to do this whole operation.
Because he's a young horse. He's just being started. The other ones have had more work done to them and more hours in the saddle, so they're easier to come around. Where he's learning. He's in grade probably maybe grade 1. Probably kindergarten.
Aww.
Is where he's at right now.
Yeah.
So he has to learn all those life lessons.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I take the time to put a good foundation on them.
How important is a good foundation?
It's very important. If you don't have a good foundation, they might, they don't learn the basic things properly. And if they don't learn the basic things, as things get harder, they fall apart.
It's the same in music.
What's that?
It's the same in music.
Is it?
Yeah. You don't learn the basics well.
Yeah.
You can get to a certain level, but then you can't really progress unless.
Yeah, you've gotta go through all the. You can't skip steps.
There's no shortcuts.
No, never shortcuts.
Yeah.
He still remembers what I did do with him, but he's still last year, but he's still a little bit nervous.
Oh, so you worked him a bit last year?
Well, yeah, I started him last winter.
Right.
Lightly started him. He was pretty wild, so I didn't do a whole lot with him. I did a little and then just put him away. Let him grow up a little bit.
How do you get a horse from Oklahoma to Canada? That's Taylor's mum. What is that?
Trailer him to Canada.
Trailer him?
Trailer him.
Did you trailer him or someone
No,
else?
a friend of mine trailered him to Canada for me.
It's a good friend.
Yeah. Well, we paid her a little bit, but yeah, she was quite reasonable to bring him.
Mm. I'll say that's a long ride.
It's a very long ride.
Okay, we got Toby here. I think he wants a bit of attention. What do you think, Toby? Do you love it here? Do you love it in Lumsden, Saskatchewan? You want to say hi? Tobes. Oh dear. Feels a bit moody, apparently. So now I guess you're preparing him to like get on him now.
Yeah, well, he's got a little bit tight through the back. And if I just jumped on him right now, he'd probably buck me off. So I'm just loosening him up and getting him relaxed to that saddle.
Ooh, what happened there?
Slipped and fell down.
Oh.
He's starting to lick his lips a little bit.
I lick my lips when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Well, actually no, when I smell something tasty.
So this is another step I'll do, just to make sure he's responding to me when I'm riding him. It's called ground driving.
Ground driving?
Ground driving, yeah.
And what does that do?
It gets, it makes sure they're doing the stops and turns that you need them to do when you actually get on them.
Okay. He's very handsome.
He is. Oh, these are actually a proper set of these lines.
You and the horse are handsome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You're not too bad yourself.
He's definitely looking a bit more chill.
Yeah, he's definitely settled in. And he's definitely a lot better than he was last winter too.
Oh, good.
He's a lot more grown up.
What's the scar on his eye?
It looks like he ran into a fence.
Oh,
I think it's just a scrape.
okay.
Remember it.
Is that him making the noises?
Yeah, sheath.
It's what?
It's a sheath.
Oh, I see.
The sheath.
The sheath.
Hey, Shell.
Just getting Taylor on film here for our Happy Horses reality TV show.
Awesome. So good.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, I did.
This is Shelby.
Hi. I'm not signing a release form.
Yeah, I'll not film you too long. Don't want to embarrass you.
He got his feet trimmed today.
Yeah, looks good. Was he bad or was he good?
He was good.
So when you say feet trimmed, is that just like nail clipping?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. If you walked on your nails, because you have to make sure they're like balanced and all that. There's a lot of science that goes into barrier work
Okay.
to make sure our horses stay sound and healthy.
I love it. I know.
I'm starting with a horse, not Taylor Jane.
I already made that joke.
Yeah.
I'm glad you don't think your own brother's sexy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Saskatchewan.
I'm loving the light tonight.
It's really good light.
Mm-hmm.
What time do you guys leave tomorrow? Can I talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all well filmed and recorded.
Okay.
We're leaving early.
Bright and early?
Yeah, I think our flight's at 6:45.
Gross.
I know.
Nice. Is this always your driving setup?
No. Normally, I use rings off the D's,
Mm.
but I found these in the arena. I stole Dad's saddle.
So when would he have been ridden last day?
Last winter.
Just about a year off?
Yeah. Maybe this spring, I guess. Yeah, winter time, spring.
Look at how much wider you got through his chest.
Yeah, he's great.
That happened fast.
Yeah.
Really?
Hmm. Are you just reassuring him?
Yeah, he's just pulling against me.
Mhm.
So I'm just waiting until he kind of softens my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to want to get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
and brace up against me. I want him to relax.
So it's a lot about your touch really, Taylor, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You know, he's responding to your commanding or reassurance.
Yeah, guiding. I like to think of it as guiding. He's willingly guiding, and when he doesn't, then I just be a little bit more patient with him.
How important would you say patience is it?
Very important. If you rush it, he'll get panicked and then end up fighting with him. And yeah, patience is very important. I'm a little bit nervous there.
If I were up there right now, I would have panicked
Mm.
and stepped off. But Taylor is calm
Mm.
and brave, which is what these young horses need, is someone calm and brave.
That's the part that I find fascinating. It's really our energy that
So much so.
the horse is reading.
So much so.
Our confidence or unconfidence.
Yeah. It's kind of like a dance. Like you're a partnership, but one person has to be the leader, or one partner has to be the leader, and it should be the partner that knows what they're doing. But then we can lead them in very different ways. We can lead them in ways that build their knowledge and their enjoyment for what they do, so they want to keep doing it. Or we can bully them, and they might do it for a while and then not want to anymore or break down. And like, unfortunately, the industry is very it is very outcome focused, like Taylor has talked about in his videos. It is about like what you can achieve and what you can accomplish. But a few years back, Taylor started approaching with like, well, not started, I guess he always had, but he really, I feel like, focused on what was best for the horse and was going to help the horse grow in the best way, rather than what was the peak outcome he could achieve at the expense of the horse. And it's kind of unique, sadly, in a lot of our horsemen to have the ability to bring a horse to an extremely high level of performance and competition, while also keeping their mind and confidence and their enjoyment for what they do. And he's a knack for that.
Love that.
It's special. It's very special. I'm a little bit biased, but
Sounds like the right way to do things, though.
I think so. But there is unfortunately a lot in the industry that would probably maybe disagree, or I feel maybe go about it the wrong way, push our horses too hard so that their bodies are breaking down or their brains are breaking down. We're all just those little kids that like started loving horses, but then when you get the complexities of like growing up and tying your worth to your accomplishment, then you start putting all this pressure on yourself and at the expense of your horse, which is not fun for them or for you.
Nope.
It's really hard to navigate within the industry when you're aware of that, which is another thing he's talking about a lot with happy horses.
Oh, just keeping it real there, Houston.
Excuse me.
It's like, I'm not that handsome.
So, while we were talking, you managed to get up there.
Yeah, I snuck up there.
You did.
I don't want to call it a sneak. I just be careful, right?
I feel like you deserved. You earned it. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not that I snuck. It was that I just found an opportunity to step on. Because as you can see, he is still a little bit nervous. But the more I get his feet moving, the more he's gonna think, the more he's gonna settle in again.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm. It's really incredible.
Like every time he kind of grabs his butt there, those are his nerves. That's him wanting to almost buck.
Oh.
With the wrong hand, so quickly this would have turned into a wreck. Like he
Really?
so quickly.
Really?
If Taylor wasn't who he was, and calm and centered and strong and in the middle of this horse, and then that he would have bucked and bucked hard.
Really?
And you can see 1,000 videos on YouTube or TikTok where you watch them where they grab their butt like that and start scooching.
Yeah.
And if that person does even remotely the wrong thing, it explodes big time.
Really?
And Taylor pulled him out of a scooch like half a dozen times, if not more there.
Wow.
And brought him back to being like, no buddy, listen to me.
Yeah.
That's really, I can't do that on a young horse. I'm not strong enough
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine it takes a lot of balls.
It's a lot of balls.
You know what I mean? Like,
it is so nerve-wracking, Jane. It's so nerve-wracking.
and I'm struck by, like, you have to be really in the moment, really present. You know, Taylor is not, it almost has a meditative focus right now.
Very much.
Right? And the horse needs to have that too.
And I think that's where a lot of the good parts about horses comes in when you talk about equine therapy and all that kind of stuff. When you're dealing with such a big animal, you have to pay attention. You have to be in the moment. You have to be mindful.
You do.
And it takes you out of like the rest of your anxieties because you're busy making sure you're keeping yourself alive.
Yeah.
Because it can go really sideways really fast.
Okay, so earlier I was like, I said, Taylor mentioned something and I said, it's just like music. And again, it's similar when I play piano or I'm performing on stage. There's no, you know, you can fuck up so easily.
Yeah.
You have to be in the moment and it requires that sort of meditative, you know, samurai focus. Otherwise it could go really wrong.
Woohoo. Good save.
So Taylor, we have 45 seconds left. What do you want to?
Seconds.
Yeah, what would you call it? Yeah, we're at time here. What would you call this session? What was your experience today?
Getting started again.
Getting started again. I like it. Why getting started again?
My own horse.
How good does
Well,
that
my
feel?
sister's and mine.
Does it feel good?
It feels really good, yeah.
What's the future for you in Houston?
Futurities next year.
Love it.
Futurities, yeah.
Where are they?
Oklahoma, Alberta, wherever we have him ready for. I don't want him to go if he's not ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that'll be anything that he'll be ready for.
I love it. Well, thank you for showing us your world and this beautiful process of mounting your horse. I don't even know what you call it.
Starting your horse.
Starting your horse. Maybe that's what this is called. Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. And thank you, Shelby.
Thanks, Jane.